So I watched YouTuber Chrissie's live last night. She titled it "Self-Defeating Dark-Skinned Women Who Deny Black Girls Beauty Reinforcement." And in my opinion, she's talking about Salkis Ray. In my and many other opinions, she's talking about YouTuber Salkis Ray. And what I thought was really odd when she ended her live, she said something along the line, I can't quote it verbatim, but it was something along the lines of, now we will see which dark-skinned YouTuber advice works better. And I was like, what the fuck is she doing? Like, what is this? Like, this is not a competition. Like, I didn't know what that was about. And when she said that, in my opinion, she lost credibility. And this is just me making a credibility determination at this point, because I was like, okay, what the fuck? But anyway, but she made a post on Saturday, and I guess that was like after she made her video. So some black women are saying that beauty reinforcement for young girls or young black girls like the one in my last video will never work. Instead, they need to follow spirituality, compliment solely on their intelligence and non-physical attributes, and teaching them to embrace the term ugly because they'll never measure up to the white light standard of beauty. I have not seen any video that said black girls shouldn't be called beautiful. I think everyone that made a video opposing just strictly telling the child she's beautiful said something along the lines of, that's not enough. Like, telling that child that she's beautiful is not enough because she still have to go outside. So there needs to be a more realistic conversation. But she said here, and how do you know my way won't work if you haven't tried it? So when she said my way, that stuck out to me because I'm like, well, I guess someone made a video directly stating her name saying Chrissie's way won't work, so try my way. But anyway, and I didn't find a video like that. I didn't see any video that said her way won't work. I guess she just was jaded because they didn't agree with her or some shit. But anyway, I made a comment because this was an open forum and I thought it was for everyone to express their opinions and give their perspective. But anyway, my comment was, no amount of telling me you're beautiful has worked for me. It was nothing nobody could tell me if I didn't decide it for myself. And I don't think that worked for no one. And she said, well, it damn sure works for other women in the comment section. So is your view the only one that matters or some shit like that? And I was like, that's not what the fuck I said. Like, I said exactly what I said. And I was just basically letting her know, like, me being called beautiful wasn't enough. Like, I had to agree. Like, that just wasn't enough for me. I didn't get that realistic conversation that Salkis Ray is trying to have with little black girls. But anyway, the way Salkis broke it down for me and many others, and this is not the full breakdown, it's on her website, but in some, she said the purpose of the Ugly Girls Club is to neutralize and destroy the power of the rating system of women have based on women's value, based on her looks. Now, to be clear, this is not biased commentary, but I like Salkis Ray. I didn't have any issues when I was watching Chrissie's channel. I mean, I learned about colorism and I kind of moved on because I was bored. And when I was on her live last night, it just really reinforced the reason why I didn't really care for her channel, because it's like her interactions with light-skinned women are totally different than it is with dark-skinned women. Like, if a light-skinned woman get on there asking questions like I did, there's always some type of shade or some type of joke. Like, bitch, just answer the question. We're not going to understand your pain if you're not answering the question. Like, if you're trying to bring awareness, why not let people that actually want to know? Because nobody's getting on there disrespecting her. But why not let people that want to know what you're going through exactly what it is? Like, what's with the shade and all this other stuff? And what I know about Salkis, what I've learned about Salkis, she is neutral, okay? She invite all women of all colors, all races, and she's always respectful. And when you look at the chats, you have to look at the moderators as well. Like, I pay attention to everything. And what I've learned about Salkis moderators, they maintain the peace in the chat. So you're not going to be able to go in a chat, Salkis chat, and drag no other women. They're not going to allow that there. That's not who Salkis is. Salkis is trying to bring awareness to all women. I'm not sure if it just started with dark-skinned women or just black women, but a lot of other women feel comfortable going in her space opposed to going into Chrissie's space because you're already, the odds are already against you because you're not dark-skinned. Now, I'm not light-skinned or dark-skinned. I don't really know where I fit on that spectrum. And I've never really paid attention to colorism. I've never looked down at no dark-skinned girl. I've never looked up at no light-skinned girl. Like, that's just none of the shit I ever paid attention to. And I have dark-skinned cousins. And my cousins know they the shit. And, the reason why I say that, because when I was watching her live, there was a lot of women on there talking about don't befriend light-skinned girls because they're just going to use you as a stepping stool. And there's women on there saying light-skinned women are jealous of them. And I'm like, where the fuck are they getting this shit from? Like, who is that what we're teaching black girls? Don't befriend light-skinned girls because they're using you to make themselves look better. And they're like, I think that's the dumbest shit ever. But anyway, Salkis is more interesting, and I would say she's more interesting because she's also an artist, and you have to be a certain type of person to be an artist. Everybody can't do that, and that's not to talk down on Chrissie's channel. Like I said, I don't care for it because I think the way she handled her lives with people that don't agree with her is tacky, and I'm not understanding how you're, this dark-skinned guru that wants to protect all dark-skinned women and bring dark-skinned women together, but you shade and attack a dark-skinned woman because you don't agree with her logic. I'm not sure that's how leadership works. Maybe in that community over there with you, but I don't think that's how leadership works. It doesn't make sense to me because I don't see Salkis Ray talk like that. Like, she will say some shit like leveling up is stupid, but she's not gonna go she's not mad about it. She's just telling you why she think it's stupid or whatever the case. And in my opinion, I think if a lot of dark-skinned women that oppose the whole ugly thing, they only looking at it by the term. They didn't ask any questions to understand her logic. They see ugly. Oh, hell no. Why the fuck she's telling us to call our kids ugly? Because they simple. Like, all you have to do is ask, what do you mean by this? And if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't work for you. But I'm not understanding. I don't see it making sense how a dark-skinned woman can be in competition, because that's honestly how I see it, with another dark-skinned woman. Because like I said, when she ended her live, it said something, like I said, she said something like, we'll see which dark-skinned YouTuber advice works best. Your advice don't work for everybody, and Salkis' advice don't work for everybody. But I don't hear Salkis saying my advice is the only advice you should take because that's the one that's gonna work. This is not a fucking competition if y'all are all for women. Like, I don't understand it. But like I said, the way I view Chrissie's channel, based on what I got last night, she's for dark-skinned women that agree with her, okay? And I saw women, I don't think all the dark-skinned women in her chat be feeling everything that she's saying. And it's like the weird shots that she take about being a single mother. I don't know, I just found it really odd. Her whole live was just odd last night. And I asked a few questions in the chat, and of course I got shade thrown and all this other stupid shit by insecure dark-skinned women, because all the women on that platform are not insecure, but it was like insecure dark-skinned women throwing shots, and I'm like, this is stupid as shit. So anyway, I did a super chat, and I asked, because I have a biracial goddaughter, right? And I'm like, okay, well, you know what, she's on this reinforcement, dark-skinned women should take power, be prideful in themselves, be secure, etc. So I was like, well, my biracial goddaughter is being bullied by black girls. How basically, how does she handle this? Like, what are you telling little black girls? Like, you're not telling little black girls not to bully? Like, what is the conversation? Like, because it's clearly one-sided, because all she said was, tell her she need thicker skin. So you over here crying about this dark-skinned girl because you don't like that you're dark-skinned and you're tired of dark-skinned women being this and that. But when I say dark-skinned women are bullying little girls, you got women in the chat, well, this ain't the channel for that. Tell her to humble herself. She might not even be a good light-skinned girl. She's 12 years old, but she might not even be a good looking light-skinned girl. And tell her she need thicker skin. So basically, it's okay for a dark-skinned girl to bully a light-skinned girl because y'all been through all of this shit all of y'all lives. But it's bad when a light-skinned girl bully a dark-skinned girl. I don't know any women personally that has been bullied by light-skinned women, so I can't speak on that. But I'm just saying, like, children bullying children should be a problem across the board, not just because she's fucking light-skinned. Like, I don't know, I just thought that shit was lame as hell. And like I said, I made my credibility determination based on her interactions last night. And this is kind of how I see it. When Salkis speaks, she moves you, like, because she's a poet. So that, I guess that just comes with it, but it's like she moves you. You can feel what she's talking about. She expressed herself. And Chrissie is real flat. And I just say that to say, I can tell based on their lives that when Salkis go out in public and into real life, she can move a room. I don't see Chrissie being able to do that. I think the only power that Chrissie have is on YouTube, on her platform. And the only power that is to really block you on her channel. So I don't understand why the women like be afraid to express themselves. Bitch, the only thing she can do is block you. And like I said, I don't think she have that power outside of YouTube, but I can see Salkis having that. And again, this is not biased commentary, but like I said, Salkis is neutral and she's inviting and she's for all women. And when you are on there with her moderators, like I said, they maintain the peace. All of the dragging, I think she was calling people trash last night. Like I said, she talk bad or she speak negatively to the women that don't agree with her, even if they're dark skinned. Salkis is dark skinned, and like I said, I'm not sure that's how it's supposed to work, because you're supposed to be for dark skinned women generally. But if I had a dark skinned little girl, and like I said, I wouldn't have her call herself ugly, but I would happily take her to one of Salkis' workshops, because I feel like Salkis is a grown-ass woman. She is secure and she's grounded. That's why when you say something or if you disagree with Salkis, it's not going to be no shade. It's not going to be no catty responses or no shit like that. She's not on here calling women dumb, calling women trash. Like she don't do that. I don't get that from her. But that's because she's a grown-ass woman. And in my opinion, I don't think Chrissie is very secure within herself. Just based on everything I just said, I don't think she's very secure within herself. Because secure women don't respond like that. You're not going to be catty to a light-skinned woman that's coming. I'm not talking about me, because I've seen light-skinned women on there. And you're not going to be catty to a light-skinned woman because they're light-skinned. That shit don't make sense. You're not going to be okay with a dark-skinned girl bullying a light-skinned girl because you have a problem with being dark-skinned. That's just kind of how I see it. Chrissie don't like that she's dark-skinned. She made a platform for other women that were going through the same thing. Like I said, I don't believe all dark-skinned women that are on that platform are insecure or anything like that. I think the ones that are catty with light-skinned women that are just there on that platform are, but that's just my opinion.